So I've been in the mobile space for about 10 years, started on the sales side and have more recently moved into the development side. Not actually a developer myself, but I have a good team of developers who I rely on, and I can certainly give them a lot of guidance in the mobile space. So this is very basic, most of you have already seen this, but it's just good to refresh our memories. Mobile's been around for about 25 years now. The phone on the left was the very first type of phone we had. It was analog. There was no functionality to it, and these days we have things like the iPhone, which is just an incredible device for accessing things on the go. You can see some of the differences though. The first phone weighed, a kilo nearly. We're looking at 135 grams these days. Battery life and so on. So I always like to show that slide just to give people an idea of how the mobile industry's evolved from a functional device into something that's pretty much a computer in our hands these days. And what does that mean for developers? So one of the really interesting things about mobile though as a platform is it really is the Wild West. There's actually no major players and it's constantly changing. Perfect example, AdMob serves more ads in the mobile space than Google does. So they're the Google in the ad serving space in mobile. And there's a couple of companies already trying to take that crown from them, like Muji and a few others. Google acquired Haiku, which was originally, a competitor to Twitter, and that actually became My Location. So there's an example of how a service-based, those who use Google Maps, that My Location feature where you hit My Location, that service actually came from within Haiku with knowing where different towers were. And so that shows you could be developing something in the mobile space, and the application you develop could actually end up being used for something else completely. Really interesting stat, but still a good one. Nokia's the largest GPS and digital camera manufacturer in the world, out of anyone, like Canon or Game and those other types of devices. And Twitter actually started as an SMS group sharing service. So again, just highlighting there how in the mobile space, it's a very level playing field. Microsoft isn't dominant. Google's not dominant, Yahoo's not dominant. Tiny little mobile startups are really starting to get a lot of traction at a global level because of the dynamics of the mobile space.